Good evening, Master. Good evening. As our friend Channel Norton said, we helped the Kawano family and we are happy with the repercussion of our work and how we are managing to help lives, not only through these works, but also through the Kuan technique, through the spreading of the technique, and more we are reaching a public that will grow. Wait, Master, be prepared that it will grow. Yes, a lot. We are here providing for this to happen, not only in Brazil, but also outside of Brazil. So, once again, important steps are being taken, and I congratulate you. And I congratulate our friend Channel Norton. We are pleased with the progress of the activities, okay? We also sent our friend Norton to talk again with our hypnotherapist friend, and he understood the messages. Why he was there, not only to be helped, but also to help our friend Mary, who is getting closer and closer to us. She already knows my work, Saint Germain's work, and is more and more involved and seeing the connection between our works. Very soon she will be collaborating with us here. Very well, Master. I insist again that it is important that you have a proximity, a greater closeness to the people who are collaborating with me. I was happy, Master, because you have been listening to the messages from our dear couple, Luciana and Rogério. And yes, keep in touch with them, Master. They are already waiting for this contact. We are already intuiting them about this, and these works will converge, each one in its own space, each one with its own objective. Also, like our friend Gabriel Silva, who will be important, Master, his knowledge will be very important, especially for the courses of the Kuan technique taught in Spanish language. I advise you, Master and Channel Norton, that some of the presentations of our friend Gabriel Silva must be used in their entirety. For example, when he talks about the tube of light, when he talks about the definitions of the chakras, these contents should be presented in their entirety when the Kuan technique is presented in the Spanish language, okay? So it can be used, and I'm sure there will be no objection from our friend Gabriel Silva, because these works are public works and can be used to explain each of the functions of the chakras, the triune flame and the tube of light, okay? So these presentations will be very important for the content that you want to pass on to the Spanish-speaking people. We know that Chileans are interested. Also, Peruvians are interested. And there will be more and more interest in these online courses, okay? It is also important that you already prepare yourselves for other languages, for example, English. Soon, very soon, we will be making you keep in touch with people who will request the course in English. So you have the knowledge to apply the technique in other languages, and other people will be prepared to multiply the course to the world, okay? Okay, that said, we can go back to our main objective of our sessions here, which is the issue of preparing you for levitation. As our friend Mary Akamini well said when she referred to our friend Norton, you have to feel, think before the action. You have to feel, think, in order to be prepared for the action of levitating. Master Tanaka, you have been doing levitation on the astral plane for ages. Think about it. Feel it. All these works that are done on the astral plane that require your presence, sometimes on quite dense planes. Think about how you get there in these places. You levitate, okay? You teleport to these places, okay? So you already do this. You already teleport to different planes of the astral world and the spiritual world. Think, Feel what it feels like when you are working for us, spirits of light on the astral plane. This feeling is what will help you from this condition in your mental body. Feel the same sensation. The details of the sensation when you are working in this astral plane. The smallest details. Feel it on your skin. Feel the environment, the temperature of the environment, the details, if possible, of shapes and colors when you are on these astral trips, and bring this to the material plane. Bring it so that this feeling may be materialized, okay? You already do materializations. When you, Master Tanaka, heal people, you already materialize actions inside the physical body, inside the organs, the systems, the cells of your patients. You materialize the extraction of a tumor, for example. You diminish, let's say, a certain tumor. You already do this materialization. The tumor on the material plane disintegrates. So, Master, you already do this. Feel in the smallest details this moment, the sensations of this moment that you act in the physical body and do actions inside the physical plane, in the organs, in the channels. Have that feeling, have that thought. Root that thought within you, and then it will be possible to get closer and closer to the materialization of other things. You already do this on the astral plane. You already do this. It is a matter of you converging the thought and the feeling so that action can be realized, so that action on the material plane can take place. This is the great secret. This is what is missing in you. You need to converge thought and feeling with action. As we also said to our friend channel, it is important that you experiment. Get out of the plane of just ideas, thoughts and feelings, but do actions. Try to do actions. Imagine, for instance, that Santos Dumont he thought he could build something that flew. He felt he had this power to build something that flew. How many times he got it wrong? How many times it took him experimenting and experimenting and experimenting, with determination, with confidence, with the certainty that one day it would happen. And after many, many, many experiments, he came to realize he managed to materialize that thought that yes, he could fly. That is what needs to be done. That is what you need to do. It is no use just staying at the level of thought and feeling. Experiment. Don't feel ashamed to be standing in broad daylight trying to materialize this action of levitating. While you are in your bed, resting to sleep, or before or just after you wake up, yes, think. Try to levitate. Feel the vibration of the body. The physical body begins to vibrate, begins to energize. And one part of your body ends up shifting, yes, and then a second part, a third part, until all parts of your body are levitating when you least expect it. So we have already taken a first step. We have already freed you from the chains, from all the chains that you had from past lives or from this life. We have already freed you from this. We have freed you from the negative thinking that prevented you from even thinking about the possibility of flying, of levitating. So the way is clear for you. Now we are in a new phase where you have again, I will repeat, you must convert thoughts, feelings, and actions. Do tests and more tests in standing, lying down, sitting, and meditation, and in many different situations. And when you least expect it, action will materialize. Don't think that it will be easy. You will fall. You will hurt yourself. You will levitate and then lose connection and fall from considerable heights. Yes, it will happen. Maybe even some sprains, even some broken bones. But yes, rest assured that you will heal. We will be with you. It is a big step for humanity that it is in your hands. After you achieve the simple, ordinary action in the world, on the spiritual plane, your lives will be transformed, and you will transform the lives of many people. In the meantime, we are working on your intuition, more and more on your intuition, on your inspiration, so that you are prepared for the post-levitation, because levitation is indeed a difficult step. But after levitation is when the hardest part comes. It is you managing your ego, managing all the invitations, all the temptations that its power will give you. Then you will need self-control, a great power to control your own ego, your own mind, so that wrong things don't happen. Countless temptations will come. Countless demonstrations of negative energies will come. With him, not me. If I can't, neither can he. But have faith that we will be walking together. All you must do is open yourselves. Keep the communication channel open with us. Keep the tube of light expanded so that we can communicate. The triune flame expanded in your bodies so that the energies never drop. Your energetic frequencies never drop to the point where you can no longer interact with you. So your minds and bodies are gradually being prepared for the moments after the levitation. The moments where you will be highlighted, very highlighted in all the media, in all possible forms of communication. You will be bombarded with invitations, presentations, lectures, and everything else. This will demand a lot from you. We will gradually prepare you for this. But all right, come on, one step at a time, okay? So for you, channel, it is important that you study a lot. Study Saint Germain's book. Understand all the theories that Saint Germain, that I transmitted to the world at the time that I was present in the material plane. But also pay attention, as you have been doing, to all the messages that I have been transmitting through the social networks, through Gabriel Silva, through Luciana Atoresi and Rogério, and others that will appear, through the White Brotherhood group, which is also important. They have a vast study of our books. And yes, they will all converge when levitation happens. That is why you already must be prepared. You already must be making the first contacts with them. And after the levitation, everything will be eased. Very well, gentlemen. Have in your head feeling, thought, and action. Tests, tests, and more tests. This is the way, okay? Very well, Master. Very well, friend Norton. This is the message I have for you today. Reflect, rehearse, and walk this way, okay? Thank you very much. May it be so. Thank God.